Hare Krishna. We'll just wait 2 more minutes. And Vinita Mataji, you can let me know when to start.
Yes, Mataji, in 2 minutes we can start.
Okay, thank you, Vinita. Vinita, can we start now?
Yes, Mataji, perfect.
Okay, thank you so much. Hare Krishna, everybody. I hope, like slowly people will trickle in, but I thought we can, go over the pranam mantra and, if anybody has any questions and we can revise the shlokas we learned so far. And today we are going to be doing Srimad Bhagavatam, the third shloka from the first canto, first chapter. And this is the third in the series, like I had told earlier, Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojna. Prayojna is actually reaping the benefit of the process, and we will see how sweet and nectarian the benefit is. And so, this shloka, it actually represents the Prayojna aspect of the bhakti. So, this is just a slide with the diacritics pronunciation guide. And these are the two slokas. I'm sorry, I don't think I included the. Just give me 1 second, please. Okay. Okay. Are you all able to see my screen?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. And something problem with this thing. Okay, there you go. Yeah, we'll just recite the pranam mantra as it's on the screen. Anybody would like to volunteer? Yes, Gayatri, please go ahead.
Yes, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyatya Deshatarine.
Anybody else would like to volunteer? Thank you, Gayatri. Would anybody else like to volunteer to read Sri Krishna Panchatattva mantra, please? Puja Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much for so beautifully chanting. And now we will revise the shlokas which we learned last time. I would like some volunteers who want to go ahead and recite the shlokas. Anybody would like to do so? One can do the, okay, Vishnupriya Mataji, please go ahead.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadhyasya yatonvayaditarataschaردeshvabhigneswarat Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavaye Muhyanti Yat Surayah Tejo Vari Vridam Yata Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mrusha Damna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi Dharma Projita Kaitavo Atra Paramo Nirmatsaranam Satam Vedyam Vastavamatra Vastu Shivadam Tapatrayon Srimad Bhagavate Mahamunikrate Kim va parairishvara Sadhyo Hrudya Varudyate Atra Kritibihi Sushrushubhishtakshanat. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Jyoti Mataji, would you like to recite? You can pick one shloka, Mataji, whichever you would like to. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, whichever
Mataji.
shloka you would like to recite, please go ahead, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji, I will try. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadhyasya yato vayam Anvayat Itaratah Chateshvabhigyaswarat Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaye Muhyanti Yat Surayah Tejo Vari Mridam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mrisha Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. I will try the next one also, Mataji.
Please go ahead.
Dharma projita kaitavotra paramo nirmatsaranam satam Vedyam vastavamatra vastu shivadam tapatrayonmulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kim va parairishvara Sadhyo Hridi Avarudhyatetra Kritibhis Sushubhistachanat. Thank you,
Very
Mataji.
nice. Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Yeah, Rai Pralad, you had raised your hand. Do you want to chant one shloka, please?
Yeah, I would want to chant the slokas.
Yeah, you can chant one of them for in benefit of time, you know. You can chant
then
one of them.
I'm going to chant the Dharma Projita one.
Go ahead, yeah.
Dharma Projita Kaitavotra Paramo Nirmatsaranam Satam Vedyam Vastavam Matra Vastu Shivadam Tapatrayon Mulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kim va Paririshvaraha Sadhyo Hridya Varyutyate Tikritibi Tushrusubhistakshanat.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Tulsi Manjari Mataji, do you want to recite one shloka?
Okay, Mataji. I can try the Dharma Projita.
Yeah, go ahead. Whichever one you're comfortable with.
Okay. Dharma Projita Kaitavo Traparamone Matsaranam Satam Vedyam Vastavam Atravastu Shivadam Tapatrayon Mulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kim Vapararishvaraha Sadyo hridyavarudyate prakritipi shushrushuphistakshanat. Thank you,
Beautiful.
Mataji.
Very, very nice, Tulsi. Very nice. Okay, I saw somebody else. Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, do you want to go ahead?
It's not my mom, it's me, Mataji.
Okay, go ahead, Balbrinda, the Pandita, go ahead.
Dharma projita kardavotra paramo nirvadarana sata vedyam vasavavadvastu shivadam tapajayonmulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamurigide Thank you, Mataji.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah. Now, everybody has kind of got a hang of the shloka. Let's move on to the next one, which is 113. And this is actually, like I mentioned earlier, the Prayojna shloka. So, what is the result of, or the fruit? So, this shloka also contains the word fruit there. So, the first we saw Sambandha, then Abhideya, and then now it's the Prayojna. Rai Prahlad, do you have to say something? You raised your hand. Do you want to say something?
I wanted to read that sloka.
This one? Okay, let me try first and then, I can give you a chance later. Okay, is that good?
Okay.
Okay, so this shloka goes like this. Nigamakalpataror galitam phalam. Rai Prahlad, you can repeat after me.
Nigamakalpataror galitam phalam.
Shukhamukhad amritadrava samyutam.
Shukamukad amritadravya samyutam.
Nigamakalpataror galitam phalam.
Nigamakalpataror galitam phalam.
Shukamukhad amritadrava samyutam.
Shukamukad amritadravya samyutam.
Nigamakalpataror galitam phalam.
Nigamakalpataror galitam phalam.
Shukamukhad amritadrava samyutam.
Shukamukad amritadravya samyutam.
It's drava, okay? There's no dravya there, okay?
Okay.
Pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam.
Pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam.
Pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam.
Pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam.
Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha.
Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha.
Beautiful. Pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam.
Pibata bhagavatam rasam alayam.
Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha.
Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha.
Muhuraho rasika
Muhuraho rasika
bhuvi bhavukaha.
bhuvi bhavukaha.
Muhuraho rasika
Muhuraho rasika
bhuvi bhavukaha.
bhuvi bhavukaha.
Beautiful. Let's do it one more time. Nigamakalpataror galitam phalam.
Nigamakalpataror galitam phalam.
Shukamukhad amritadrava samyutam.
Shukamukad amritadrav samyutam.
Pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam.
Pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam.
Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha.
Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha.
Okay, let's proceed. Thank you so much, Rai Prahlad. You did so beautifully. And thanks for your enthusiasm. Let's proceed to see the word by word meanings of this verse. It says Nigama, the Vedic literatures. We have heard this word quite often, right? Nigama, Agama, all these. So they refer to scriptures, and Nigama is the Vedic literature. Kalpa Taror. Kalpa is desire, Taror means the tree. So the desire tree, Galitam Phalam. Galitam, like in Hindi, we have the word, like when the fruit is very soft, we say gal raha hai, you know, we say gal. So that is actually derived from this Sanskrit word gal. You know, gal means which, like, when you press it easily, you know, causes an indent there, like that. You know, it's very soft like that. It's so ripe and soft like that. So galitam is fully matured, you know, it's fully ripe like that. Galitam phalam. Phalam, it's a very common word we know in so many Indian languages. We, you know, the word for fruit is phalam, right? So this is a very common word we know. And Shuka is referring to Sri Shukadev Goswami, who is narrating the Srimad Bhagavatam here. Mukhad. Mukhad is from the lips of. So we know, right? Mu means in Hindi mouth. So mukhad, we know mukha means face, or in this sense, is mukhad is from the lips of. Amrita. Amrita is nectar, or, you know, like, which is eternal. That's another meaning of Amrita, the word Amrita. In this context, Srila Prabhupada has translated this as nectar, Amrita, you know. So when you, the word comes from eternity, because this nectar which was given can give you eternity. So Amrita is nectar here. And drava, semi-solid and soft, and therefore easily swallowable. So it's also sometimes dravyam, drava, it refers to a substance like that. So in this case, this is like semi-solid and soft, like a ripened fruit. Samyutam, perfect in all aspects. So whenever in the word sam is added to a word, you know, like the prefix sam is added, then it actually makes it more complete. That's what it is, like kirtan, sankirtan, like that, you know. So this sum actually refers to that prefix which makes anything more complete in that sense. So it's perfect in all respects. Pibata, it's very similar to the Hindi word pina, pani pina, or, you know, like drink something. So pibata is to relish, you know, in that sense, to relish it. Bhagavatam, we know this referring to this great literature, Bhagavatam, the book dealing in the science of the eternal relation with the Lord. Rasam, rasam means the nectar or the juice of it. So here, rasam refers to the juice here, and then or the sweetness or the nectar of this fruit. Alayam. Alayam, Prabhupada has given here the translation as until liberation, or even in a liberated condition. But for the same verse, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, he has translated this as a reservoir, you know, like Alayam generally means like a house of, you know, house of something like that. House of all rasas. That's what it means, like rasam alayam. It's a reservoir of all rasas in that sense, you know. Muhur aho. Muhur means nityam, always, you know, doing it always. Aho is like an exclamatory, you know, address. Aho is like oh. Rasika. Who are the rasikas? Who are, you know, like the pure devotees who are relishing this nectar of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhuvi, on the earth. Bhavuka, expert and thoughtful. So this is what is the word-to-word translation of this verse, and we will go line by line now. Nigama kalpa taror galitam phalam. So the Nigama, the Vedic literature, is compared to a desire tree. And in that desire tree, the fully matured, ripened fruit is actually the Srimad Bhagavatam. And let me go. Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam. O expert and thoughtful men. So this is actually derived from the last line of the shloka here. Aho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha. Okay, so that is what is being mentioned as the first line in the first line. O expert and thoughtful man, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desire tree of Vedic literature. So you see this mango-like fruit here, you see. So Bhagavatam is compared to what? The matured fruit, the ripened fruit, Galitam Phalam of Nigama Kalpataro. So the desire tree is nothing but the Vedic literature, and the Srimad Bhagavatam is the mature fruit of this, Galitam Phalam of this Nigama Kalpataro. Okay? You can remember this picture. I just give some visual cues so that we can try to remember this shloka. Okay? Shukamukhad Amrita Drava Samyutam. So we see here Shukadev Goswami and all these people, you see the great personalities sitting around and trying to listen from the sweet, you know, lotus mouth of Shukadev Goswami. It emanated from the lips of Sri Sukadeva Goswami. Therefore, this fruit has become even more tasteful. So, like this in the previous picture, we saw that the parrot, it has actually bitten into the fruit. So, when the parrot bites, it's said that the fruit is even more sweeter. So, similarly, when it comes from the lotus mouth of a pure devotee, in this case, it is Srila Sukadev Goswami, what happens? This fruit becomes even more tasteful. Just like when the parrot bites into it, becomes tasteful. Now, because of such a great personality, a great devotee like Shukadev Goswami narrating this fruit has become even more tasteful, although its nectarine juice was already relishable for all, including liberated souls. So let me go. Shukamukhad Amrita Drava Samyutam. So by the, because it's coming from the lotus mouth of Srila Shukadev Goswami, this has Amrita Drava Samyuta. It has become even more nectarian, even more sweeter. Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam. So in this it is said, fruit is generally eaten, right? So why are they saying drinking this? Because earlier it is compared to a phalam, right? Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam. Now it says Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamal. So how come it's a fruit? Can we drink a fruit? So, the explanation is that this fruit is a special fruit, and, it doesn't have any of the parts, which you can discard, like the skin or the seed. It is like very juicy and very sweet fruit, which can be literally drunk. So that's why Pibata Bhagavatam Rasam Alayam. Rasam is like the nectar, all the rasas are there in this Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is all described. The rasas are nothing but the sweet exchanges, Lord Krishna has with his devotees. So the emotions are the feelings or the ecstasy which is experienced by the devotees is, in one word, in one way you can translate that as the rasa or the mellows, as they say in English. But there is no close synonym to this word in English. So it is like the mellows or the exchange of emotions, and I'm talking of transcendental emotions between the Lord and his devotees. Rasam Alayam. So this Bhagavatam is actually giving us all this, a great deep insight into all this rasam or the rasas which are there. So in the purport, actually, Prabhupada describes more details on the rasas. Of course, we can go on for hours together on this class, but we are just sticking to learning the shloka, memorizing the shloka, so we will just go only that deep. Rasam Alayam, like I said, Alayam is like a home or a house, like Pustakalayam, they say for a library, like that. Alayam is like a house or a reservoir, like that. And also in this context, Prabhupada describes it as until liberation or even in the liberated condition. Muhur aho. Muhur means always, Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. We have also heard that verse, right? So Muhur aho. Aho means oh. Rasika Bhuvi Bhavaka. Rasika is like the pure devotees of the Lord, who have tasted this nectar. Bhuvi, the earth. Bhavukaha is the great liberated souls. So this is what this verse actually means. And these are some of the cues, visual cues. I thought, we could actually go through if it helps us to remember. So I think it's a pretty simple verse with so many common words, right? I mean, in the sense that we kind of know what is nigama, agama, kalpataru. We have, heard this word quite a few times, right? Kalpataru, desire tree. Even when we read the morning Vaishnava Pranam mantra, we are telling this, right? Vaishnavas are like Kalpataru. They are like, desire fulfilling trees. These words are kind of familiar. We are familiar. Galitam is like a Hindi word, phalam, shukamukha. All these are little familiar. So I'm guessing this is an easy verse for us to memorize, and it is so sweet and full of nectar, as we can see from the verse. So I'll stop here, and if anybody would like to volunteer to go ahead and recite this verse a few more times. Bhavna Mataji, thank you so much for your enthusiasm. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat
Nigam
Pranam.
kalpatarur phalam shukmukhadamrita dravasamyutam pibat bhagavatam rasamalayam muhur aho rasika bhuvi bhavuka.
Beautiful, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Let's
Mataji.
maintain one, melody or one tune to sing, so that way it stays in our mind. I know that these slokas can be definitely recited in so many different melodies, so sweet they are. But let's stick to one, because even the melody, the music plays a role in retention and memory. Okay, thanks so much, Mataji. Anybody else who would like to recite? Astha, please go ahead.
निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखाद् अमृतद्रव संयुतं पिबता भागवतं रसम् आलयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकः. हरे कृष्ण.
Thank you, Mataji. Dandavat pranams. Yeah, I see. Rai Pralad, do you want to go again? You're so enthusiastic. Okay, Bharat, do you want to go ahead, please?
I want to read the sloka.
Okay, go ahead. After that, Bharat could read.
Nikamakalpatarorgalitam phalam Chukamukadamritadravya Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavuka.
Very nice. Thank you so much. And Bharat, do you want to go ahead?
Yes, Mataji. Nigamakalpataroorgalitam phalam Sukhamukad amrita driva samyutam Pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam Muhur aho rasika bhuvi bhavuka.
Thank you so much. And next, I see Tulsi Manjari Mataji. Do you want to go ahead?
Okay, Mataji. Nigamakалпатароргалитам phalam Shukamukadamritadravasamyutam Pipata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha. Thank you,
Very
Mataji.
good. Thank you so much. Now, let's do one thing. I would like to go there and do this shloka. Like, anybody wants to go for the first Mukund? Okay, this is Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Do you want to go ahead with the first one?
Mataji, Neeta will try.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरया तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि.
Thank
Mataji.
you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Next, Vinita, you want to go ahead?
Yes, Mataji. The second one, Mataji.
Yeah, please go ahead. Oh, I thought she read that already. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Sorry, you got a repeat. I was thinking your mom is going to recite.
Mataji, can
Thank
she
you
try
so
this one, please?
Yeah, can I give the others a chance and then come back? Is that
Sure,
okay?
Mataji. No problem. At the end, she
Yeah. Advait, sorry, Advait, do you want to go ahead? Advait?
Mataji, can I do Dharma Pojita?
Okay, go ahead.
Dharma Pojita Kaita Bhutta Paramo Nirmatsaranam Satam Vedyam Vasvatamatta Vashtu Shivadam Tapatrayon Mulanam Srimad Bhagavate Muhamunikate Kimva Paril Ishara Sadhyo Hidavatate Prakitibi Sususubhistakshana. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Bhavna, do you want to go ahead? Which shloka would you like to recite? Is the
First
third
one,
one?
Mataji.
Okay, first one.
Third one I
Okay.
have recited. Om
Okay, great.
Namo ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय जन्मादियस्य यतो अन्वयात् इतरतश्चार्थेषु अभिज्ञः स्वराट् तेने ब्रह्मा हृदय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरया तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So this is, like I said earlier, this is the Sambandha Shloka, then Dharma is the Abhideya, and then the next one we learned today, that is the Prayojana. Vishnupriya Mataji, can you do the Prayojana Shloka, please?
Yes, Mataji. निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं सुखमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुका. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. And does anybody have any questions from today's class or other shlokas we learned so far?
Mataji, if
Mataji?
you have time, can Vrinda try once?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry about that. Yeah, please go ahead.
Kamakalpataro galitam phalam sukamuka amrita dwara samyutam
Drava. Amrita drava samyutam.
Amritam dava samyutam Pibada bhavatam rasam alayam Moraha rasika bhavika. Thank you, Mataji.
Very nice. You can practice some more, and next time I'm sure you will be reciting very beautifully like a pandita that you are.
Thank you, Mataji, for teaching us.
Oh, thank you so much, Vinita, for all your help, with all the technical setup. Anybody has any questions or any comments?
No, Mataji.
Yes, Mukund. We're waiting for your expert comments.
No, Mataji, I said no.
Oh, no. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. I thought you had to say something. Okay. And if there are no more questions, how about we end the class now? Today we ended it a little early, I think, because, this is a short and sweet shloka, nectar shloka, like we all call it. So thank you so much for all your participation. And I would just like to share this. This is a listening exercise at the end. Here I have given a link. Please do listen to this. This is Srila Prabhupada giving a lecture on this, or a class on this verse, the third verse, which we saw today. And so please do listen, because when you hear from the lotus mouth of Srila Prabhupada, like how we learned, we have to listen from the lotus mouth of devotees, then it becomes sweeter and more relishable. So please do listen from Srila Prabhupada, how he has explained this shloka. So this is the link. I'll be sharing this PDF in the WhatsApp group. And then, like always, recite the verse once a day at least, and write it down once a day. And while you're writing, please do say the words out aloud at least once. You're welcome to do it 2 or 3 times a day, but at least once, that's the bare minimum. So, and if you cannot recall, go to the lecture and listen Srila Prabhupada explain the words, then it gets even more clearer. We'll also be sharing this video, which is on YouTube, so you can listen to that if that helps too. So whatever helps you to, just remember and recite the verse, whatever helps, whichever method you can follow works. We'll try to learn as many verses as we can. I'm sure all of you are doing such a great seva by listening to this Srimad Bhagavatam and learning. So I thank you all so much for your participation and enthusiasm. And if there are no more questions, we'll just recite the Vaishnava Pranam mantra and call it a day. Vancha
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. One request, Mataji. Can you just recite the last shloka, Mataji, so that it will stay with us, Mataji, once before we end the class?
Sure, I'll do that. Thank you so much. निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखाद् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखाद् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखाद् अमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. And
Mataji, one request, Mataji, we are also posting Prabhupada's voice, but can you also post your voice too, Mataji? So it is good, and a WhatsApp audio recording of your voice, so that we can practice from your voice too, Mataji, if we need it.
Sure. Yeah, I do post even my rendering of the shloka. I will post surely, definitely, Mataji. I will do.
Thank you, Mataji. That will help us. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, maybe I'll record all three together and post. That way, it'll be like a quick revision when you're here.
Sure, Mataji. If you can do separate also, it's good, Mataji. If somebody is learning only last one, they will be able to do it, right?
Okay, I'll do that, Vinita. Thank you so much for your feedback. I'll do that. Thank you. Are there any more questions? Okay, we'll just, pause the class here for today. वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्रीला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद
की जय। सुख सागरी माताजी की जय। Thank you, Mataji, for your time. Thank you all dear devotees. Please to join us every week, every Wednesday, so that we can nicely learn all